Yes, sir. Yes, I am back. No, 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 no. Not like I wasn't gone. I was just that. No, but playing way too much Need for Speed, man. Playing too much, too much, too much Need for Speed. It's form becoming an addiction. Nah, I'm playing well. I don't know, but we're gonna talk about something about Need for Speed Heat, which is the updating or what I'm hoping I want for Need for Speed Heat to have. You know, is three things. You don't see by the title. You know, it doesn't matter. But the gameplay you see me, the gameplay, well not the gameplay, but the background, it's just me customizing a Subaru do WRX 2006. You know, because I like cars and I like custom. But that's not the point. The point is what I want for Need for Speed Heat to do in the future is three things. Is number one is add more cars in. You know, so there's a lot of cars that are left out. Like for example, the S15. You know, like a couple cars, like a lot of cars actually in general. Like the Mercedes, the Bugatti Veyzo. I don't know how to say it, but it's a Bugatti car. Or you know something like a VIP car. So just add cars, you know, cause it's just 129 cars. Well, that is a lot, but half of them like supercars, and like you know, I don't want to drive that. I don't want to drive that. But yeah, they need to add more cars in the game because let's be honest, like the cars in Need for Speed Heat is excellent. There's more than Need for Speed Payback, but I don't think it's gonna last long because I already said I'm like already have the cars I wanted already, and when that happens, you don't want to get more cars because you already have the cars you wanted. Therefore, you know, if you get the cars you don't want, you're not gonna drive it, and that's the issue. So that's why they should add more cars or more fan favorite cars in the game. So like you know, like maybe add like the RX-8, you know, coming back. You know, just add something. Probably like add the R33, you know, Nissan. You know, they need to add more cars in this game. That's I'm hoping in the future they understand that. And number two is multiplayer gameplay. Multiplayer. If you have bad multiplayer online game, you cannot. It's not gonna be successful. Let's just say that. Alright, I know a couple games like God of War don't need multiplayer to be successful, but God of War is different because it's a story game. So like, you know. Need for Speed is basically an online game. Now it does have online, which is free mode, where you can play in the war with other online people. But look, let's look at here. Nobody even do anything. They just drive around past each other car, look at each other car for like 5 minutes, and that's it. And they don't do anything else. And that's basically it. I have a suggestion though. They do a multiplayer gameplay like Forza, or they do in the past like Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. Where you can either play online, play solo, or play multiplayer. Alright, see, there's a third game mode called play multiplayer, where you go to free mode, okay, but you play speedless. See, have you heard of those? Speedless. Thus, back in 2012. Speedless is basically um events slash races slash activities for multiplayer. Take for example 2012 Need for Speed. You know, Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. They did Speedless, and by look at that example, um, you know, like it was around the war. You know, like people will go to this meet and do this short event and races to get you know reps and money. And there's team races too, which I really like. To be honest, is the most stressful thing ever because I always say when I always get first, but then like your team like half of them like at last place and you're like you lost what like what like what the hell? I know like team balancing is still a thing. But anyways, back to the point. That's what speed list is. If we don't have speed list then You know, like it makes sense for Need for Speed Heat to have speedless, or in general in multiplayer like that, because when you have something like that, it's a lot better and it's more fun. Because, like I said, Need for Speed 2012 it gets a lot of criticism because it's like Burnout, which I do agree. But the multiplayer was really like fantastic. Like it was a lot of fun, even though it was kind of unfair because you know people can use like different like so this is like a speedless, but you can use any car you want. And sometimes people don't have like high level. I mean, for me, I was max. I have like 40 million reps, and like I was literally like max. So like it's kind of unfair for like like driving a goddamn freaking Ford against a Connoisseur. Of course, the Connoisseur is gonna win because I have a higher rep than them. That's the issue with Need for Speed 2012 because it was so unbalanced. Because like people were jackass back then. Like they literally just used almost all power stuff in the game just to win a multiplayer game or multiplayer race in general. And I think that's why Need for Speed is not doing a speed list like that, because you know it would take the frustration out. Like like I can't be high level because this is so unfair. But you gotta look at it this way, you know, like we deserve it. Like we play a game to max and get money, make our cars be faster because we deserve it. We earned it. Therefore, we should get our reward, which is beating you, not letting you beating us because you didn't work for it. And that's the thing with every game. Stop freaking making bad people be better. If I'm a better driver than you, then because I am, not because I have a faster car, because I'm a better driver than you. See, well, it's the opposite. But no, technically it's the same thing. But it depends on what you're looking at. But yeah, they need to have multiplayer because, like, you go back to speedless. I'm being serious. Like, speedless it would be fun than you guys think. Right? You could use an off-road car, like for example, Need for Speed 2012. You could list a speedless where you only use off-road car, that's pretty balancing. Besides any car you want, that's unbalanced, but it's pretty balanced. Where they say you could use only off-road cars. You hear the keyword only. So therefore, you have to use off-road car and like Need for Speed Heat. They have those genres where like tuning where like you make an off-road car like that. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm examining. Like it makes some sense. It makes a lot of sense to put speedless in Need for Speed Heat because you could do any car to make it what it is. Like I can make an off-road car. I can make a drift car. I can make a track car. I can make a drag car. A drag car. You see? So like I don't see the point. Why not bring back speedless multiplayer back in Need for Speed Heat? Trust me, it'll be a lot of fun. Need for Speed. You gotta listen to me or listen to the community first. But this is a good idea because Need for Speed needs to listen or needs to have multiplayer successful. That's the only way they're gonna. Or Need for Speed Heat is gonna be like this is the Need for Speed that need to be remembered. Remember. Like as I'm saying, like see, you can make a car off-road and it has only off-road car only, and like that's pretty balanced. You would think about, and like for example, after you're done with the speed list, like there's 5 races. After you completed those 5 races events, it changes to another speed list. Well, it gives you like 2 minutes of break. Like you go around do anything you want with, free roam. And like after 2 minutes the break done, you go to the next speed list, which is like let's just say, everyday car only. Like no, yeah, let's say everyday car, which is a car like you drive every day. For example, like let's just say my Evo X or Evo 10. Let's just say that. That's an everyday car. Only everyday car only, and they only drive like cars on that genre, which is everyday car. And you do 5 races, 5 speed events. It could be like like that. After those 5, the next speed list, 2 minute break, then next speed list will come back and will be drift cars only. And like same thing, 5 events, 2 minute break on free roam, open world. That's a problem with 2015. They did the same thing, but like they use it in car. That's just bullshit. And like the 2 minute visit in the goddamn garage. I don't like that. I like when you can drive around in the open world. Well, 2 minute break. But back to the point. After the drift done, you could have you could use any car, which is none. Like you could use any car you want. You could use like a Honda Civic with a goddamn V12 engine swap in there. You could use that. You know, you could use any car. After you keep night, it's just repeating. That'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of grinding too, for those low levels too. They're like, whoa, you know, this might count for money and reps, and that's what I like. You know, I like something that counts for both. And I think it would be good if they had multiplayer like that. 2012 Need for Speed Speedless. If they have like that, trust me, I'll play it all day. Cause that was so fun last gen. Just beating people, just, you know, driving around. It was a fun experience. I think they should go back to this route. 2012 Need for Speed Most Wanted multiplayer. Instead of making like an open war free roam only. Just play with other people. Don't even interact with other people. I know some do, but most of the time nobody even try to like, you know, even play with us. Well, not us, but like even try to like invite or do anything. I think that's why they need to add multiplayer. And the third, this is really not important, but the third, it's just a minor, is try to add DLC or add content/content/slash DLC. Whatever. They need to add some DLC. The story was pretty short, not gonna lie. I finished it in like just 3 days. If you really think about it, in 3 days, and like that's basically the story. Like it's just like, I mean, we got the BMW, but like in 3 days, that story is pretty short. So I'm hoping to add like DLC stories, like for example, like the Blacklist. If they add that, I'm being serious. If they add that, and we can take the car, ooh, oh my god, dude. Just think about it. I have Blacklist, like, and like they have like characters back, like Razor. I forgot who's that name, the Audi guy from Carbon, but yeah, him. Like, if they add those character back and have an impact on this story, I don't see what's wrong with it, honestly. So I think it'd be really nice to add content or DLC in this game, Need for Speed Heat. And I know it's only been like 3 weeks after the release, so like I'm not really that like, you know, I wasn't expecting like stuff like that to come, but I was suspecting like some more updates, you know, along the way. But of course, the game, this is what they did pretty good, which is bugs. Like I never have issue anything with the bugs on this game, besides like not AIs, but like besides my frame rate dropping. That's basically it. Cause I was, you know, I think the reason why it dropped is because I'm just driving way too fast. Honestly, it's a point like they can't even load. But back to the point, that's the only issue I have. So like they're doing a pretty good job, but they just need to add some, you know, something to make us keep grinding, make us keep playing the game. I think that's the issue with every game. Just make something that makes us play all the time. You know, like that's why I said multiplayer. If you add speedless multiplayer in this game, trust me, it would be a lot funnier and a lot better. But yeah, I mean, and that's basically what I'm hoping in the future they actually, you know, give it to us, because you know multiplayer. Man, I'm just having nostalgia on 2012 multiplayer of Most Wanted, because that was at its prime, was pretty good. Like besides like the mechanics and like the driving and everything, the handling, it wasn't like, it was enjoyable. Let's just say that. Like it was, I could literally just get on right now and just play that all the time and still have fun and enjoy, because it was just like bouncing. Like everybody was so equal. Well, in terms of besides you use in the car, but it was so equal because like everybody was forced to use only a car that was in that genre, and that's why I like it. Because like, yeah, like no one's like, it's depend on our freaking car skills and driver skills, and that's why it's like, yeah, like I'm a better. That's the reason why I won, because I have a better driver than you, and it gets a good feeling instead of like, wow, you beat me because you have a freaking condensate, a Gary R. and you have a Bugatti because you beat me because you have that thing. You have a Bugatti, that's why you beat me, and like like that, like you know. So that's why it's pretty bouncing. That's why, and it gets and it's just fun. Like I'm hoping they understand and bring something like that back. You know, I know like this is B 2015 try to do that, to Payback try to do that, the speed listing, but the only issue is that they will not balance it. They didn't like have they didn't like make only genres like categories. They just put any car you could use, just go for it. They need to do like 2012. This is B, but you could use you have to use the genre in order, to play. You know, this should force you. This should punish you for not using the genre that it would ask to tell you. Like if you gotta use an awful car, use an awful car and make it more even and like it's intense, it's fun, everything's balancing. No one's better besides your driving, and that's why it's better. So your car's not better, it's you. That's what I want. Your speed, heat.